So today's demo class, we're going to go through a few different movements and a few different types of exercises that we can do with the aerial yoga hammock. So we're going to start behind the hammock, and we're going to have our feet hip distance apart and our hands shoulder distance apart. As we exhale, we're going to reach forward, pulling the hips back, and as we inhale, we're going to come all the way up to stand, pulling the shoulders down and together behind us. Exhale, forward, and inhale up to stand. So I'm kind of bending my knees just a little bit to keep my spine in a nice lengthened position, so I don't want to have any curving happening at all, but it's a nice straight line from the top of the head out through my tailbone. Good, so let's stop here. We're going to take our feet wider, and we're going to hinge forward as we did before, but we're going to add some side bending and some circular movements in. So from here, we're going to bend our right arm, and we're going to bend the body over towards the right. And then we're going to come all the way up to stand and pull the left arm in. From here, we continue our circle out towards the left, extending the right arm. Through the center, extending the left arm. Bending the right arm as we come in, and the left arm as we come up. So we're taking a big circle around. I'm mobilizing my shoulders, my pecs, my hamstrings, all of the muscles lengthening along either sides of the spine, and even our adductors as well. So this movement is hitting a lot of different areas of the body. Good, and let's reverse direction, going out, around, and all the way up. So aerial yoga is great to do on its own, but it's also a really nice complement for something like CrossFit, where we're doing pretty complex movements where we need a lot of joint mobility and the ability to recruit a lot of muscle fibers to, do the work that we're trying to do. We'll make this one the last one. Okay, great. So let's bring our feet together. Feeling good?
Yeah.
Great. Okay. So we're going to come to the front of our hammock now, and we're going to start to walk ourselves back. So the hammock is holding our bodies up around the scapula. Okay. So take the arms overhead. Bring the palms of the hands onto the fabric. Walk the feet forward just a little bit so it's directly underneath and in the middle of where it's attached, and then you're just going to release your hips down, and then engage the abdominals to pull them back up. So we're making a straight diagonal line, and then we're releasing and creating traction through our lumbar spine. So this is an area in general that gets very tight. Most people that have disc herniations or slip discs or sciatica have a lot of issues with the lumbar spine being compressed. So we're creating some extra length here. Good. And the next time we come up, we're going to stay up, and we're just going to let the hands float back. So I'm feeling a nice pressure on my scapula here, and I'm going to add in some side bends. So I'm going to take both arms over towards the left. And then as I inhale, I'm going to come up through the center and exhale over the other way. So I'm creating length and space through the side of my torso. And this is another important area that has to be mobile. If it isn't, it can create issues in your lower back and in your neck as well. Good. So stop here and bend your knees and take the arms out to the side. So it's like we're sitting in a low seat. So you want to walk yourself forward, yes, so that your hips can really relax down. Okay, good. So scoot the feet all the way together. Take your right foot, cross it over your left knee. So we're going to work on opening up through the right hip. And you should feel a pretty intense pressure in your shoulders as well. Just try to breathe through that. See if you can move just a little bit from side to side. So we're creating some extra movement and mobility in our right glutes. And then we'll do this on the other side. So you might start to feel a little bit of a tingling in your hands here, because we're kind of actually stopping the blood flow to the arms, but that is going to increase our circulation later on. Good. Go ahead and bring your foot down. Place your hands onto your hammock. Extend your legs straight. And then you're going to pull yourself up to stand And we'll go ahead and come into our first inversion.